What's up, guys and gals? Your host of the most, Griever, as always, bringing you guys Ayakashi Triangle, quite late for Chapter 86 review, but there's a reason for that. Believe it or not, I did read the chapter on time. I read it on Sunday. It's a Rio chapter, so if you guys don't already know, I don't like Rio. So, I like Rio's dad. I like a lot of the other characters, but Rio, honestly, ironically, in this chapter, she has more character and more different facial expressions and more, not a cardboard cutout of a character in this chapter than any other chapter we have seen her in thus far. But because we never got any of this information beforehand, because Rio was always this very, very wet paper, one-dimensional character, it was very difficult for me to even enjoy the chapter where it was Rio-centric, right? I actually like the idea that Rio is in a bit of a slump. She's recognized her faults and all this stuff. Like, what she did a chapter or two ago was oh man, that caused a lot of problems. I shouldn't have to do that stuff. And then she gets very weirded out with Matsuri being around and stuff like that. And she's got expressions. She's got emotion. It's holy shit, she actually has this stuff. And then she's also, of course, willing to do anything for Matsuri. She's willing to do anything for her partner. She's willing because she's now, what the chapter is entitled is Rio's Slump. And because she's in a bit of a slump, everything she tries to create or make, she's the crazy engineer person, and everything breaks or shatters or doesn't work out and stuff, and now all her wacky inventions are just not hitting anymore. And there's a nice moment between Matsuri and Rio, but once again, since I don't really care about Rio as a character, this chapter didn't sell me. It didn't move me. This chapter can't, you can't take 86 chapters of a series, and you can't just throw a character in that has been so, dimensional, so one-dimensional, so, just wet cardboard over here, wet bread, and I'm not a duck. I'm pretty sure Jules from WhatCulture.com, will copyright this, but I'm not a duck. I don't like wet bread. So the point is that I just don't, I got nothing here. I got nothing really to talk about this chapter. I didn't want to miss the chapter like you guys thought I was too behind. I was behind this weekend, absolutely. As you can see, the video's coming out. But this video is going to be all of 6 minutes long because there's nothing to talk about. It was an okay chapter if you liked Rio, but I don't know how anybody liked Rio up to this point. 86 chapters Ayakashi Triangle taught me that Rio was one-dimensional and not worth a goddamn time. It was starting to become more of a... When Rio was introduced, we were starting to go, okay, Matsuri's going to have a lesbian harem. It was building up to a harem manga, and I was getting pissed off at that because I wanted this manga to be, sure, the Ichi element and blah, 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 but still have its serious moments like Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail, fan service 101. However, there was still, back in the day, there still was good storytelling. There was good character arcs. There was good badass moments. And that's what I was looking forward to. And we've still had that at times, even as late as the chapters in the 80s. However, Rio was not hitting. Rio never hit when she was introduced. She hasn't been hitting this entire time. And now right here, I'm supposed to feel sorry for her. And I just don't. I don't feel anything for this character. And we're 86 chapters in. So it's unfortunate. This was basically just another filler chapter. It was an Ichi chapter. There wasn't really a whole lot else to say. I don't know what you guys think about this chapter. Yeah, I don't even know if I can stretch this out to a full 6 minutes. There's literally nothing to talk about. Rio's in a slump. She fucks up a few things. She actually has emotions and expressions for a change. Matsuri shows up, asks for an ointment. She goes, finds the kappa to get one of the ingredients for the ointment. She screws that up too because she's all kerfuffled by the idea of what she screwed up with Shirogane, which is great character development for her, sure, but it's a little too late for me. And then at the end of the day, then she has to do some Ichi fucking thing for the kappa that doesn't end up materializing. Matsuri saves the day, ninja moves. That's it. So There's nothing really here, you know. I don't like skipping reviews for chapters. I really don't. But certain chapters like this, like if they never got released, I'd be like, yeah, all right, well, you know. If this chapter had gone by and I had gotten super busy this week, I just so happened to be a little bit on a break. But had I been too busy, I wouldn't have felt bad not making this review. You know what I mean? Because what's to talk about? Do you guys like Rio? I don't know. Let me know down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Fourth and most importantly, drink but responsibly as I always do. We'll see you guys back here next time. Hopefully chapter 87 is worthwhile talking about. That's all I can say. See ya.